When did you realize your partner was planning to leave you? I knew something was wrong when the bank statements started looking weird. Small amounts at first, $100 here, $200 there, transferred to an account I didn't recognize. When I asked my wife, Clara, about it, she had a perfect explanation. It's a high-yield savings account I opened for us. A surprise. She said, smiling that smile that used to make my heart skip a beat. Now it just made my stomach clench. For a year, I'd felt a growing distance between us. She was always on her phone laughing at texts from a new friend from her yoga class named Alex. She started working late, going on girls' weekends I was never invited to. I wasn't a fool, but I loved her, and I didn't want to believe the obvious, so I decided to do some digging, not by snooping, but by watching. Clara's flaw was her arrogance. She thought I was too dumb and too devoted to ever suspect her. I set a trap. I told her I was going on a weekend fishing trip with friends, a trip that didn't exist. Instead, I parked down the street from our house and waited. At 8 p.m., a flashy sports car pulled up, and Alex, who was definitely not a girl from yoga class, got out. Clara ran out to meet him and they kissed. A long, passionate kiss right on our front lawn. The pain was sharp. Physical, but it was quickly replaced by a cold clarity. I didn't just want to expose her. I wanted her to understand what she was throwing away. I went home before she did, and when she walked in, I was on the couch, pretending to be asleep. The next day, I started my own plan. I knew Alex was a financial disaster. I'd overheard Clara on the phone complaining about his bad luck with investments, so I decided to help him along. I accidentally left my laptop open to a stock trading website showing a fake portfolio with huge gains and a few risky penny stocks. As expected, Clara took the bait. "My friend Alex is really into trading," she said casually a few days later. "He thinks these stocks you're in are about to take off." "Really?" I said, feigning interest. "Maybe he should get in on it." I knew she'd drain even more from our accounts to fund her lover's get-rich-quick scheme, and she did. The transfers got bigger, thousands of dollars at a time. I even helped her. "Honey, let's move some money around. I think Alex is right. Let's go all in," I said, helping her transfer the last of our joint savings, $50,000, into the account she controlled. What she didn't know was that I had already spent a week with a lawyer, quietly moving all of my own assets, my inheritance, my personal savings, into a protected trust. The day the stocks inevitably crashed to zero, I was at our lawyer's office. Clara called me, screaming, hysterical. "The money, it's all gone. Alex lost everything," she sobbed. "What money, Clara?" I asked calmly. "Oh, you mean the money you've been siphoning from our joint account for the last 6 months to give to your boyfriend? That money." The line went silent. The silence was more satisfying than any screaming match could ever be. She came home to find my bags packed and a divorce petition on the kitchen table. She and Alex tried to sue me, claiming I'd given them bad financial advice. But since all the transfers were made solely by her, from an account she secretly opened, the case was laughed out of court. The last I heard, they were living in a tiny apartment, buried in debt, and fighting constantly about money. I just bought a small house by the lake with the money I protected. Sometimes I go fishing, for real this time.